Hello everybody, welcome back to the FM24 Youth Academy Challenge with folks named Victor, and we have just got through our worst period of the whole season. It's the Christmas period. Our players cannot keep up with 2 games in a week, and we're going to be ending off the January period with a game against top of the league. It's a sort of Southeast Kent clash. Let's get into it. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the Save Fellow Managers. We find ourselves in 15th because that seems to be where we always are in the National League at the moment. We are on a terrible run of form. Last time, I think we were up near 10th or something like that. Yeah, it's now 9 wins, 12 draws and 10 losses with a -5 goal difference. I would say our -5 goal difference has come from the last few games, to be honest. Gillingham up next. They're currently top of the league. They are absolutely smashing the Vanarama National League. 2 points clear of Doncaster, who are themselves 4 points clear of Solihull Moors at the top. Yes, it has been an absolute nightmare. This period. This period's always horrible. I mean, December. Well, we were last together for the Guiseley game. We got 2 back-to-back draws. Barnet and Woking, not too bad. 1-1, 2-2. We beat Solihull Moors, who are top of the league, 4-1. I mean, they got a man sent off on the half-hour mark, and then we scored 4 goals. Newport County beat us 3-0. We drew with Wealdstone 1-1. Beat Enfield Town 6-1 in the Isuzu FA Trophy third round. Drew with 3-3 with Boreham Wood. Drew 0-0 with Maidstone. Lost 2-0 to Oldham. Beat Scunthorpe 1-0. Beat South Shields 3-2. Lost to Doncaster 5-2. Smashed. Lost to Yeovil 2-1. They smashed us. Drew 1-1 with Accrington. Not too bad. Lost 3-0 to Grimsby and 3-2 to Torquay with 2 late-ish goals from Dan Willock, making it look acceptable. We cannot handle Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Thursday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday. Well, in fact, they've been 1 a week. Saturday, Tuesday, and this is the end of that period where we go back to basically just 1 game a week. There's the odd Tuesday game in there for postponements and reorganised fixtures. But yes, we are in a bit of struggle town at the moment. The season has been pretty good. We started pretty well. We go on a few runs where we lose lots of games. I mean, it hasn't helped that we've played Grimsby, Torquay, Gillingham, all sort of back-to-back, because these are some of the best teams in the division. Like Gillingham, Doncaster, Grimsby, Torquay, Accrington. They're all the teams that we've just seen in that list, and we've played them back-to-back. So very, very difficult. The fixture list is sort of screwing us over a little bit. And then obviously that has its knock-on effects. Morale isn't looking the best at the moment, but we're sticking with it. I don't think we're going to get relegated. That is always the aim at the moment. Generate a bit of growth in our players and see what we can do. There's been lots of rotation, lots of different opportunities for young players to come in and see what they can do. And some have taken it, some haven't taken it. We have now called up Keanu Bursey. He's done okay. He's got a 6.62, but like in game, he's looked like he's done okay. Brings a bit more physicality to the central midfield when he's in there as well. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm assuming we're going to get beaten by Gillingham, but we'll have to just see what that looks like, to be honest. So, diving into the PowerBi, we can see that this is the current standings of the squad and how it looks. So, Beckham Wooden is still the best goalkeeper at the club, ranked by PowerBi. Christian Jarvis is the best left back, apparently, that we have. Elliot Moore's the best right back. Adam Beredetsky is the best centre back. We can't really split those out. Kai Alsop is the best centre midfielder or holding midfielder at the club. Again, we can't split those out at the moment. Adam Lancashire is the best left winger. Jason Walsh is the best right winger. Dan Willock is the best sort of target forward. And Ivor Hewlett is the best striker alongside him. Now, interestingly, in the PowerBi, what it's bringing out at the moment is that Louis Collins has dropped to be the worse than 12th in everything, which is surprising because he's still scoring a fair few goals for us. He's still doing pretty well. But yeah, that was quite an interesting little pull out there. And also, how many poor personalities are in this list? I know they're only 17 and 18, but if you took like Massimo Jolly at fairly professional and Sam Himbry at fairly professional, everybody else should sort of like, well, with that personality, you can probably bin them off. They're not going to really grow anymore. Maybe the balance could do something, but yeah, not too sure. Most of them will be hanging around next year. We do then also need to look at who's the best at holding midfield alongside Kai Alsop. It is Elliot Moore, but he'll be starting at right back. Then it's Harold Zimmer, weirdly, but he's not really physical enough for me in there either. So it probably still will be Leo Turner. Up front, it does say Kyle Sop is the best striker, but because he's not listed as a striker, he's not shown in the 4-4-2. On the previous page, we've got Adam Lancashire up there again, Ivor Hewlett, Dan Willett, Maximus Standon's now growing. He's obviously becoming a better player because he's the second best winger at the club as well, but he's another left footer, so sits behind Adam Lancashire up there. We're not playing with attacking midfielder at the moment, so wing backs got Elliot Moore. Harold Zimmer is up there, but because he's not left footed, it says that Christian Jarvis is the best left back we've got at the club, so I'll probably still stick with Harold Zimmer at left back because he's doing a good job this year generally. And the two best centre backs are Beredetsky and Tim Skjorten, which we really already knew about, with David Burns overtaking Brandon Gilbert, so potentially a call up to him if he's available for this game for the bench. And yeah, Beckham Wooden is the best goalkeeper, Christian Watkin is the next, Dan Javies, and then Sam Dean Pulling. Elliot Moore is nearly as good as of a goalkeeper as actual goalkeeper Sam Dean Pulling. There you go. Read of that what you will. But the PowerBi is still being used. It is being refined, as you can tell. It's changing all the time. I'm trying to keep it updated and make it perfectly ready for FM25. Because I assume when/if FM25 comes out, extracting the data will be done exactly the same way. Anyway, back to the game. Okay, so heading into the game against Gillingham, they're going to be lining up apparently in a 3-3-2-2. So we're going to have to put a lot of pressure on their wing backs and try and stop them getting forward. That's where all their sort of productivity is going to come from in a formation like that. They are potentially going to look to play it long. Now, we could do the 4-2-4 DM and a playmaker that I do quite like to use. It will play the ball out from the back to try and draw them forwards, and then we can put a ball over the top into the likes of Collins, Lancashire and Omarovic, although we're going to change the starting 11 in this. We could go for our standard 4-2-4, which now incorporates a bit more of a defensive midfielder in there, but we've been lacking a little bit much with creativity. Again, it tries to put the ball out to the back four, and then we build up a little bit or go over the top if we draw people out. Sorry, I'm still trying to get rid of this cough. Or we can do the 4-2-4 counter, which immediately pings the balls into the corners to try and exploit spaces for our wingers that are there. So I think we're going to start with this counter formation. I always do like playing with two up front because I think it just helps. So we're going to go 4-2-4 like that, and against what hopefully they do line up with this system, we're going to go with tackling hard and pressure on their wing backs, and then we're going to do it to all of their back four as well, or back three, to try and put them under pressure and keep them pinned back if we can. Now, I'm tempted to say we'd do a higher press as well, but I don't think we're going to start like that at the moment. So, judging by PowerBi, let's go with the system that we should be playing, which will be Lancashire out there. Jason Walsh will be on the right. The only difference we're going to make is that we're going to bring back Harold Zimmer into left back and not play Fitzgerald. So, and Gilbert would drop out for... Where's Beredetsky gone? Oh, he's playing at holding midfield at the moment. And then, obviously, Gilbert off for Allsop. Leo Turner can come back in. You can see how much rotation we've had to do to try and get our players, keeping them fit and keeping them with a bit of game time. So Wooden, Moore, Skjorten, Beredetsky, Zimmer, Turner, Allsop, Walsh, Lancashire, Hewlett and Willock is probably how we're going to start. I did say that David Burns is now ready for a place on the bench, and he's fit, which is great. So David Burns can come on for Christian Jarvis because he can also play left back. So I think we'll go with that because I do like having a bit more of an attacking options on the bench. So Louis Collins, Pete Daly, I think Pete Daly's going to come off. Where is Luke Johnson? There he is. Luke Johnson comes on to the bench. McLachlan in midfield. David Burns covers basically all the back four, which is fine. And Omarovic is doing very well this year in terms of goals and assists. So let's crack into it. It might be a quick, short episode. We're going to take on Gillingham in the Kent Derby and see how we get on. Now that we're not going to really be playing Dover much anymore, this is pretty much the rivalry, although it looks like they're definitely going to get promoted this year. We are in woeful form, 2 losses, a draw and 2 losses. They are in inconsistent form with 2 wins, a loss, a win and a draw. So let's see what we can do with this. We owe Gillingham. I'm going to be brave and say that go out there and get revenge for the last performance. Most of this team would have been playing in that game. Of course, we're going to start in 2D. In fact, let's stay in 2D. Let's see what we can see from 2D. We'll just lower the speed a little bit. We'll stay on key highlights to see what we can see. But they are starting off a lot better. Oh, there was one other thing I just wanted to do because we want to push... Oh, I've changed him to attack Do you know what? We're going to put so much pressure on their back line. We're actually going to go our whole front 4 on attack. And basically just have 6 defenders, 4 attackers, and get the ball forward when we can. We've had more shots and 1 on target, which they haven't had yet. Let's drop this down just so that we can see a little bit of what's happening to extended. And see how we go. But we are stopping them playing. Match momentum is pretty even. I know that we're the black bit, so it's quite hard to see our match momentum. But yeah, 4 shots for them now, 3 for us. I wonder if maybe we do just need to keep Willock on that support role just so that he drops in a little bit. But Wooden with it, out to Moore. Walsh getting I think he's had a handful of starts this season, Walsh. He has been our sort of backup right winger. Here is Leah. Leah to Conte. And it goes to Simmet. Good block. In fact, they're so much better than us. Let's try and chop them down a little bit. Really put them under pressure, especially with that back 4. As that's a cross coming in. Leah puts it in. It's headed away by Skjorten. And yeah, Walsh was there again to try and bring the ball away. That's the first real momentum they've had in the game. O'Callaghan's there on it. We are just going to drop you back down to a support mentality as Wooden comes and gets that ball. I don't know why he's aiming at Hewlett. That's not where he's meant to be going. But he does have pretty poor distribution, as do most goalkeepers at this level. Walsh, ball in. Turner! Oh! Mwanga saw it past the post. Good effort, though. A good effort right on the stroke of half-time. This is not too bad. Beredetsky, Zimmer. Out to Lancashire. Tackled by Ferraro. Lancashire, Adam Lancashire sort of flattered to deceive. He's listed as the best left winger at the club, but he's not really that good, and that's a good block for a corner in the last few minutes of the first half. Hutton puts it in. Hewlett's there. Fusco keeps it alive, but nothing comes. Yeah, Lancashire, I feel like he's in there purely because of PowerBi, because I feel like we've got a few better options at the club, but we're trusting the PowerBi a little bit. Zimmer went for a long, audacious ball there. O'Callaghan. Oh, well done, Walsh. Good interception. Lancashire, ball through. Hewlett. Oh, he's chipped him. Come on, I want to see that. I want to see that replay. I think I may have just missed it. We may have to watch that at half-time because that looked absolutely lovely. 45 minutes gone, and it is... Let's pause that. Let's just quickly get this into... yeah, TV. This will do. This will do for a view. Walsh over the top. Hewlett. Oh, it's lovely. I know it's very quick, but it's absolutely lovely. So, yeah, that was absolutely beautiful. 5 shots to 6. 2 on target to 1. We're playing well. We're playing well. I do want... Now, I know we're winning, so maybe I shouldn't change too much. But what I did want to do was just change Beredetsky to a ball-playing defender. Because I noticed in a few of our other games, when we had... Oh, crap. When we had a ball-playing defender in there, they generally take a few more risks, right? Which means pinging balls over the top. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm very happy with the performance so far. Keep it going. Let's not change too much. We're just going to come out of this and go back into 2D to see what we can see, as they say. As O'Callaghan goes out to Hutton. Willock gets stuck in and fouls him early doors. Have they changed anything? Complete wing back, 3 no-nonsense centre-backs. So they are basically just going to play the ball long because no-nonsense centre-backs, that's their first priority. Willock with a corner into Skjorten, headed away. Lancashire into Willock again. Good save from Mwanga. Not too sure how I feel about Willock taking our corners. He is a good threat of ours in the air. Lancashire's on it. Lancashire shoots Mwanga with another save. It's all Folkestone at the moment. Willock swings it in, headed away, and Hutton will bring us for a good tackle from Lancashire. And he's actually upped his game since I said that he's not been very good. But is the PowerBi formulating a win here? We've picked this team based on PowerBi, and at the moment it's working. So let's give them a bit of praise. We do just need to keep an eye on the time and fitness as well, because they're going to start changing things and mixing things up. 20 minutes to go. We have 3 yellow cards. We have Walsh, Allsop and Beredetsky. Now, I don't really want to change the back line. Definitely don't want to take Allsop off. Walsh, I think we can sub off, and we'll bring on Keenan Omarovic to play out there for now. Dan Willock not having the greatest games. Let's do Louis Collins. Louis Collins, he's not a traditional target forward. I mean, he's like 5'4", 5'5" maybe, but his hold-up play and his passing is generally decent. So hopefully it can amount to something. Now, we're still doing all right. I'm a bit worried about fitness in the middle of the park, but there's 10 minutes to go. We've still got a lead. I was about to say that. Good save from Wooden. Emengo is really good. He's far too good for this level. Collins, yeah, he's not going to win that header. He's not Willock. Fusco into Beramengo. Breslin. Oh, it's through. There he is. I said he's good. Darren Emengo gets the goal. 1-1. We were holding out for so long. That could just be a fitness issue, to be honest. I think a lot of the goals we concede late on is because of fitness issues, because we just don't have the inherent fitness like the others do. Do we do David Burns at centre-back? 5'8", not the best jumping reach, can't really tackle, can't head the ball. I'm not sold. Kyle Sop could play at centre-back. Do we leave the centre-backs? Is it Elliot Moore that comes off, or do we go for fresh legs in the middle? Kyle Sop is knackered on a 6.7 and on a yellow card. He is our best player at the club, though. I'm going to leave Kyle Sop on, and we're going to do McLachlan on for Turner, which is a little bit controversial, but I think fresh legs in the middle is the best thing to do. Collins, Turner, who's still on the pitch. Beredetsky loses the ball. Hermego ball through into Conte. Conte squares it. It's sort of cleared. Conte gets it back. Simic shot blocked, and Omarovic gets it away. Into the final sort of 8 minutes. Right, I think we're just going to not risk anything like this anymore now. We're going to go back to a centre-back. I think we're going to just... Collins, what's Collins got for pace? 13, acceleration 12. Hewlett, acceleration 14, pace 10. Omarovic has acceleration 10, pace 8. Let's put Collins out wide for a little bit. And I don't really want to change anything because we're mid-blocking. We're clearing to the flanks. I think it's going to be all down to a fitness. Skiorton on a 6.3 at the back is very worrisome. 6.3 and tired does not add up to a good player. But 89, 90 minutes gone. We've had more shots on target, a slightly better XG. One last hoof into the corner. Schofield back to Mwanga. Up it goes. And there's the full-time whistle. It's a 1-1 draw with Gillingham. Man, we take that. We absolutely take that. They had 2 clear-cut chances. I missed one of them. We didn't create any clear-cut chances or any half chances, but did score a goal. Fantastic performance from the players. Ivor Hewlett with the goal. You proved a lot of people wrong. Well done, lads. Well done. Great performance from Folkestone and Victor. It drops us to 16th, but we're only 4 points above relegation. I thought we were a lot safer than that. We are now 10 points off Accrington in the playoffs, but we just need to get on a good run. That's all it needs. It needs a little good run of form. It needs that little good run of form, which hopefully now that we've played all of those big teams, we should be able to get a bit of form going. Well done for ending your run of not scoring. That was very, very good. Now, we haven't won in quite a lot of games, but we're now going into Worthing, Scarborough, Hartlepool, Slough, Harrogate, Blythe, Telford, all very winnable games. And then, of course, we'll have the youth intake in March. We did get some news about our youth candidates. A centre-back, a centre midfielder, wingers, strikers, all looking very good. Not too sure how much we can actually judge this. If I was allowed one signing, if I could go out there and hand pick a player to buy, a target forward, no doubt. It would be a tall, good jumping reach, good strength, good passing striker that we can play up front next to Ivor Hewlett, Louis Collins, Dan Willock, Jan Albers, all those sorts of players. Omarovic, one of the wingers can play up there. But yeah, so I'm hoping that we have 2 forwards who are fine prospects. I'm hoping both of them are target forwards with jumping reach, strength, height, and ability on the ball. That's all I want. Everything else, I think we're pretty good. The system will come alive. This system will come alive if we can find someone who can do this role really well. To the point where I've been contemplating, because he wants to leave the club, retraining, in fact we are retraining him, Brandon Gilbert as a striker. He's tall, he's got decent strength for the level, he's got good decent jumping reach for the level, he's brave, he's got good concentration, his positioning doesn't really matter up front, off the ball's crap, can't shoot, but I don't know, if we can maybe make a striker out of him, there may be a future for Brandon Gilbert at the club. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do leave your likes down below. Leave a subscription if you're new. and I've completely ballsed this up. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.